Actually, he invited me to one. So he. Because pre-injury is gay. Yeah. Brent Grimes.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago.
Sebastian
Fireworks,
Janikowski,
pyrotechnics, you name it.
the MVP.
This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cleveland Browns. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
What the gosh darn heck?
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete to open things up.
Touchdown. Touchdown.
With a dime look on defense, two extra
I would have laughed
defensive
if it
backs
got
on the field
picked
and
off.
covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Line of scrimmage again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
Oh, okay.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Finding Fells complete. A very solid gain of
Thank you for doing
27.
absolutely nothing, Sean Lee.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Flushed out right. This is caught by Antonio Brown.
Second play.
Cleveland.
3rd play.
Antonio Brown.
4th play, maybe. I kind of lost track of. I lost track of how many plays you did.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Jesus. I'm gonna get you with the kicker.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yeah. All right, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Caught on the left side by Benjamin.
What?
That one goes for 24
He like conceded.
yards.
He was like, I'm
Those
done.
are the kinds of plays
I ain't
right
running
there
no
that show
more.
you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well.
Oh, he almost caught that one-handed.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers.
Oh, Brandon and Daniel have to play each other. CK. Oh, did they? Oh, is that the one that he cheated?
Fitzpatrick. And he finds finds a man. It's Olsen. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Did you?
So 4 plays, Charles, all passes here on the opening drive and already in the red zone.
And even if you're planning for them to throw the football a lot, on the opening drive, if they go 4 for 4 on you, you're off balance on defense. I've been there before. And part of you keeps thinking, they've got to run it at some point, right? They've got them really mixed up at this point. If I were them, I'd keep pressing the advantage.
What was that, Jake?
Going on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. This will be caught at about the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen.
Oh, he
and
dropped it.
Anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center.
Jesus, come on, Benjamin.
That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this has started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. They'll throw again. Fitzpatrick. And he will score. Touchdown.
Fitzmagic.
Ryan Fitzpatrick, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
You know, I've done that to you with both Ryan Fitzpatrick and Matt Ryan.
Good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started.
Soon I'll do one with Sebastian Janikowski.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably
you should definitely watch this, Brandon, if you have the opportunity. Oh my God, man. Your ass stinks, Mentis.
You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But
his name is Ogletree.
Get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Except for the fact that he went down.
Really settling into the league in his 2nd season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating at Tennessee.
Oh, no. He got the first down.
To the NFL, where he is now a star.
First catch so far for Julio. He's got a 1st down.
He's got Kirk Cousins, but he's got Julio and Antonio.
He's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Touchdown on this. Oh, okay. Especially because Cousins isn't very mobile.
Eluding the pressure right. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
What?
Battle for it here,
What?
And this will be caught.
Jesus.
The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's
I know.
down.
I was pressing Y the entire time, and he wasn't doing shit. I even went out there and covered the guy myself.
They got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
As a defensive end, and I stayed.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in.
There was no
Who this
contact.
against?
Yep.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for
No,
the
they
pistol
didn't.
to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Your face.
To the air again, it's Cousins being chased out left. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
To throw, Cousins. And that's going to be caught for Browns. Touchdown. In for the score. And the Browns
You know what the worst part was?
for 6.
I had everybody coming at you because I was expecting QB sneak.
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The first scoring update now from Carolina. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen
Tavon
a moment
Austin.
ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Ooh.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. Inman has it over the middle. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
I've ran the ball once and it was a touchdown with Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Now the 4th-year man from Texas A&M, Kristen Michael.
Oh, God.
Worked it across midfield
I almost juked right into
inside
your
the
guy.
45. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more yards.
Alfred Morris and Christine Michael. Because Jay Ajayi is hurt and so is McCarrick or whatever his name is.
As we begin the 2nd quarter. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Also, I'm also missing a receiver, Jeremy Macklin.
Got the hook up. This is Olsen, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, so it's normally him and Benjamin, but
You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot.
I don't have him, so they got Inman in the game over there.
The defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And Olsen over the middle.
And
down inside the 15 he goes. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
I know.
A lot of tight ends just use
I don't understand
to
that.
occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now Fitzpatrick. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Robert Quinn.
No.
In there to sack him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing Fitzpatrick. And he's going to go down again. Benny Logan in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sack's on back-to-back plays. 3rd and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? From the gun, Fitzpatrick. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Greg Olsen, you suck.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that.
I didn't
But
really have a
sometimes those
choice.
9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Yeah, but he wasn't open quicker.
And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking
He's
for.
humping him. This is how we. This is how we do it in prison.
A lot of things on offense.
They're spooning. They're spooning.
Field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
I guess number 25 wanted to be the big spoon.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Flush to his right. Looking deep for Julio.
Why, Brent Grimes, did you drop that?
Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara.
Sean Lee, what are you doing?
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Now I'm sad.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Yeah, they called it engage 8.
Cousins to throw it this time. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back
Michael
at the
Bennett.
45-yard line. Mike Bennett in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And that one got tipped.
Khalil
Threw
Mack.
everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Khalil Mack's like,
And
dude.
Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Throwing, Cousins.
Sean Lee, come on, man.
35. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
He's not.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed.
He was right there.
Inline blocking type of a tight end.
If it was the computer Sean Lee, he would have picked that ball
When
off.
he's called upon, usually gets it done. Cousins now to throw on first down. Flushed out right. Got a man. It's Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it,
Boom.
they all want to be number 1.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Alec Ogletree in on the stop. Second down, Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Dunzo. Nope.
Good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Throwing is Cousins.
Hey, finally somebody did something.
A minute 57 to go in this first half. More from Cleveland after this. And Boswell's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Olsen too much.
Yeah.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen.
That leg, though.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Fitzpatrick again. And he will take it on in.
There you go, Greg Olsen. There you go. Finally did something.
Olsen, his third
You don't suck anymore.
now on the year. And the Chiefs
Yeah, right.
are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Sebastian Janikowski.
Janikowski adds the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Cousins now.
Yeah.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Okay.
Picked off by Eric Rowe. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. To throw is Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Fitzpatrick now. Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Third and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with?
Yeah, well, kind of can't audible for whatever reason.
Final play of the half, Fitzpatrick. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. So nothing separating these two teams as we head to the break all square. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report.
Yeah, but
Coach.
if there was 8 seconds left on the clock, it probably would have went to 5 or would have went to 6 and then skipped to 0.
Second half, it was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively. You don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
He was open.
Drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage again to 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Alfred Morris was running in slow motion.
Carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him.
Sit.
Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Sit. Now.
Now a handoff. It's Christian Michael. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a second down throw for Fitzpatrick. And it's a short one here. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
Somehow I doubt it.
It's Michael. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie up to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Fitzpatrick now on second down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Nope, he hasn't.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
He gets his first catch there, but all in all, when you're talking about the #1 receiver in the NFL coming into this game, and we're just talking about the first catch there, I think they're doing a nice job of bottling him up.
Fitzpatrick. That is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Oh, God.
Dontrell Inman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead.
It's Fitzmagic.
Janikowski good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
Nice touchdown, Jay.
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now Cousins. Flush to his right. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40.
Listen to me.
They go play action. Cousins. And open left side, it's Williams. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. That goes for a gain of 31.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. To throw is Cousins. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Lucky 48.
Here's Cousins.
Get him clear back.
Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him, Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And now here comes Kansas City.
Brandon fall asleep
and they're
again?
hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
I need to yell.
When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On the ground, it's Michael. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And caught left side, Olsen. Slips past it. Greg Olsen, nobody ahead of him.
No.
20.
There's like 6 Browns coming after me.
He just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Fitzpatrick. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Second down, Fitzpatrick. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Travis Benjamin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Out to kick is Janikowski. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10
See,
yards
Sean Lee couldn't even tackle him. What the fuck is up, Sean Lee?
He's going to have a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cousins on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw, Cousins. Flushed out right. Now he's going to go up top. Over. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
I love how your guy just sat there and waited.
For a chain mover. They're all the way down inside the 40 now.
And none of my people were there, like, at all.
First down. Here's Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle. It's Fells. And he gets this one inside the
Sean Lee,
15,
you're about to be fired.
Too shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
He ain't doing shit.
A first down throw for Cousins. Steps away.
Michael Bennett, what are you doing? Why didn't you just go straight for him?
Darren Fells. His fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Over the middle, complete. That's Phillips. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On the carry, Michael. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A good pickup there, a 22. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time
That's like you and your tight ends, man. Sean Lee can't cover him for whatever reason.
They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
It's hauled in here by Edmond. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. He's to the 10. This will be caught inside the 10.
Oh.
Chewing
So
up big
close.
yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Benjamin, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Janikowski adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look
Khalil Mack, why
And
did
that
your
was
head
amazing
never
because
turn
that
around?
drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball
I don't
away.
know.
Line of scrimmage, again, the 25,
I mean, normally they throw
2nd and
linebackers
10.
on tight ends because they're a little slower, but depending on the tight end.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right.
Oh, God.
Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll
I
have
thought
it
Brent
past
Grimes, like,
midfield,
randomly
almost to the 40 before
turned to
being
run with
taken
Brown
down. A very
as soon
nice
as they
pickup
crossed
of
paths.
33 yards.
Yeah.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow. He's in there. Yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the red zone now, Cousins. And it's caught. And he'll
Jeez.
take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
You said it earlier, Jay. This is gonna be a shootout.
With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Browns are back within a score. And now it's blocked.
God. Because if I time it right, the way the mechanic works is it slows down the kick. Like you'll notice it happened to me earlier, but you missed.
And nice work on the return as he'll start
I think it
their
was my
drive
first
just
kick.
past the 30-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be
Against
hoping
who?
to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
For that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Oh, I didn't know I escaped from the guy. Oh no, my guy dove in front of you. Like he just flopped on the ground. I was like, oh, I thought I was still being blocked.
Very smart football.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Black, 82.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Alec Ogletree in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
Hey, Clifford.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
Hey, Sean Lee finally did something.
Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Janikowski good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. Back to it after the pick six. Cousin escaping the pressure. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Fitzpatrick here to throw. Caught. It's Dontrell Inman. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Finding Gabriel complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taylor Gabriel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Janikowski adds the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out to kick is Janikowski. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Cousins. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to be good or bad for your team.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. But I think a Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Cousins again. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Glover Quinn. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They run again with Michael. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Browns, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.